What's up, everybody? Stone here at Actionable Insights. I'm going to talk to you about another benefit to having the actionable profile. All of our custom macros are included in the profile. This is everything from complex construction trades and methodology, as well as formatting and organization. I'm going to show you this now. Here in this demo estimate that I've got open called macros, I'm going to show you right here in the middle of the screen, right above the quick entry window, there's a button called macros. If you click on that, it brings you to this screen here. Now, depending on how your Xactimate is set up, these may be open or closed, personal and shared. The personal tab are macros that you have on your machine or macros that you have created yourself and saved locally. Shared are ones that in this case come with the profile. So I'm going to open this tab. You can see we've got a giant list of complicated trade work, everything that you see in our insight sheet database on our website, as well as the newest macros that we have included with the actionable profile is our headers. And this is what you see in our best practices bootcamp and our in-person training. We have our custom formatting and organization so that you have a clean, clear, concise scope that's easy to follow. So I'm going to type in header here and search for that. You can see that we have 4 different header macros related to thoughtful formatting and organization of your estimate. I'm going to go ahead and double click on this one to run it. You can see that we have clearly denoted F9 notes that are bolded for that thoughtful organization, and we have an additional F9 note between all of these as spacers. So that way you can thoughtfully write out your estimates every single time based off of what we teach as best practices. Your hauling, your emergency, miscellaneous decontamination of equipment, general cleanup, digital assets such as Matterport. I'm going to hit Control A and delete to show you another one of these. Repair room bolded header macro. This is a great one. This is a thoughtful way to lay out your estimate in order of trade work. You know, what happens first, followed by what happens last. In this case, you're going to do your electrical and your plumbing work first. You're going to insulate a wall cavity, then put drywall on that wall, do your trim work, paint the wall, install your cabinetry, do the flooring, then you're done with the project. So the more clear and concise your scope is, as we teach in our courses, the faster you're going to garner that claims approval, the easier it's going to be for anybody to look at your estimate and truly understand what's going on. You can hit Control A again, delete those. You're going to see we've got general condition bolded headers as well that you would have at the start of your estimate. Again, in that thoughtful order, bolded, easy to read, easy to understand. I'm going to delete this up here so you can see the entire list again, and I'm going to type in water heater. This is one we love using as an example just because of the complexities of trade work and Xactimate. Sometimes just that one detach and reset line item is not enough to thoughtfully complete a trade or a certain task, which is exactly why these macros exist, exactly why the insight sheet database exists. I'm going to double click on the water heater detach and reset with code upgrades. That's going to populate this list of line items. You can see right off the bat we already have a header for plumbing activities, and the first line item, water heater detach and reset. Related to that, depending on your scope, you may have flexible gas lines that you have to consider, an overflow drain pan, ABS drain vent line, seismic straps if you have code enforcement in your area, water heater blankets, etc. If these are related to your scope, keep them. Thoughtfully update the quantity. If they are not related to what you are doing, delete the ones that are not related. Also, we have a list of situationally relevant line items. Depending on where you live, where you're doing this work, you may have additional trade work to consider. Bollards, if you have a water heater installed in a garage, and per code you have to have something in the way to prevent an accidental vehicle collision. You don't want a car bump to flood the house. Epoxy finish repair, open and closing of the slab. So thoughtfully utilize these and update quantities if they're related to your scope. If not, highlight the ones that are not and delete them. So there's a great overview for you of the macros that are included with the actionable profile and actionable alerts. Just remember, macros tab here in the middle of the screen, and the share tab is where you will find all of the actionable macros. Thanks.